Good day, brothers and sisters. Wisdom at Dawn, episode 379. Countless Buddhas of the Past, a Limited Understanding. Master says, as we engage in spiritual practice, we need to develop the fivefold Dharmakaya. What are the fivefold Dharmakaya? They are precepts, samadhi, wisdom, liberation, and liberated views and knowledge. By utilizing these 5 things, we can develop our wisdom life. Through precepts, samadhi, and wisdom, we attain liberation from afflictions. And only after being liberated from afflictions can we draw near the Buddha's knowledge and views. And this is how our wisdom life develops. Therefore, we must establish firm faith, vows, and practices. Recently in central Taiwan, many medical staff and volunteers joined the musical adaptation about Venerable Master Chiantzan's arduous journey from China to Japan. Master Chiantzan had a strong determination to learn and practice the Buddha Dharma, and his resolve to spread the Dharma was very firm. His purpose in traveling to Japan was to transmit the Dharma, so his resolve to cultivate precepts, samadhi, and wisdom was very strong. He also maintained his faith, vows, and practice, and therefore his mind was unwavered. Despite the dangerous journey by sea, he continued his efforts again and again, each time facing dangers and difficulties. He kept this up for many years. These challenges, including going blind in the end, never weakened his spiritual aspirations. Each time, in the face of difficulties, he renewed his will, strengthened his faith, and developed his blessings, wisdom, and perseverance. His mind was always in a state of peace and stability. This spirit also guided our medical staff from various departments in rehearsing again and again for the musical. It was hard work, but they practiced until all of them could move in unison with the music, with the same attitude, and even with the same expression in their eyes. It was truly incredible. Throughout the rehearsals, they really did experience Master Chiantzan's resolve in going to Japan and his unwavering spirit to spread the Dharma. After the performance, the medical staff said they wanted to apply this resolve and unwavering spirit to the way they practiced medicine. They were wholeheartedly determined to do this. One of them was Dr. Shi, a 60-year-old doctor who returned from the United States. He was suffering from osteoarthritis, which is a degenerative form of arthritis. But despite being in great pain, he was determined to rehearse with everyone else. Many felt that this was the exact mentality required for those who use their life to save others' lives. No matter how many difficulties doctors face, they must always have this mindset and this unwavering determination to safeguard lives and remain loving. As they rehearsed, the Dharma became ingrained in their minds, and they realized the spirit of remaining unwavering. To enter the Sutra treasury, they had to work in unity, harmony, mutual love, and concerted effort. It was not easy, but they overcame all the challenges. Seeing the strength of their spiritual aspirations, Master was truly moved and happy. Master says, time is like a very, very long river. It extends endlessly into the past and endlessly into the future. It is truly very long and cannot be easily described. In this world, each era is unique. In fact, the Chinese characters for world consist of the character time and space. And within this time and space, across all the eras, how many changes have there been? We are all the product of many generations of humans carried on up until now. Many eras have passed and times have changed. Over this very long period of time, people and matters constantly change. Each era's customs are different, and each way of life has a long history. And in the vast expanse of time and space, infinite Buddhas have crossed into extinction. We do not know how many Buddhas have appeared in this world and how many Buddhas have crossed into extinction. Crossing into extinction is the everlasting extinction of the great liability. In the enlightened one, all afflictions have already been eliminated, and the thing that remains is the subtle and wondrous principles, which is wisdom. He has returned to his Tathagata nature, and with the Dhammakaya of the Tathagata, he expounded the Dharma in this world according to people's needs. The Buddha actually no longer has to go through birth and death. He had already transcended cyclic existence. However, for his one great cause, he manifested in the world. Even though we say he crossed into extinction, all Buddhas have actually already eliminated their afflictions and the great liability of cyclic existence. So everlasting extinction of the great liability means entering into cessation, which is the elimination of all afflictions. Crossing into extinction also means eliminating all obstacles and transcending suffering or fragmentary samsara and transformational samsara. From a human perspective, we see Buddhas coming into this world and then crossing into extinction. But actually, to Buddhas, the enlightened ones, there is no birth and death. However, from the view of worldly phenomenon, people have seen countless Buddhas come to this world. The Buddhas can be born into any ethnic group and become enlightened through spiritual practice and then teach and transform sentient beings. So these are the billions and different kinds of Buddhas, and their number is incalculable. They taught and transformed sentient beings according to the different customs and also eras. Therefore, when we learn the Buddha's way, we must exercise utmost reverence. We must practice precepts, samadhi, and wisdom. Establish faith, vows, and practices. Only with faith, vows, and practices, we are at peace, and our spiritual aspiration is firm. Thus, we can orient our minds toward the Buddha, and then from this external Buddha, we can return to the pure Tathagata state in our minds. But this, Master says, depends on whether we can always be mindful.感ơn for listening in, brothers and sisters. May wisdom and inspiration be with all always.